Hello, I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for joining us today. And in today's session, we are going to discuss on how we are going to effect the adoption of Ubricoin. It is always a pleasure to have you in this session. So I would like to first thank you for your continued support and your input on how we are going to make the Ubrica project and Ubricoin work. So far we have created three joint liquidity pools, and we also have other liquidity pools. And so far we are raising money to create the liquidity pool number 4, and that is going well. So far we have, I think, 35 or 36 people, and that is very amazing. As we continue raising money or contributing towards creating liquidity pool number 4, I would encourage everyone that this is going to be amazing for everyone, because we are thinking about how to increase the activities in liquidity pools. And I have to mention that so far the liquidity pools have, I would say, stagnated a bit, because we do not have much activities in the liquidity pools, and that is why we are having this session, and that is why we are having this creating this video, because I would like us to discuss about how do we create activities in liquidity pools. So far, what we know is that we have created liquidity pools. That is, we have taken our product to the market. The next thing that we want to do is to make sure that we have customers for our product, because if we do not have customers for our product, then it means that we are not going to get any income from it. So what we are going to do is, I want to encourage everyone to go out there and invite their friends into this market and their network, because at the end of the day, what we need is to make sure that our friends are not also left behind, because now we have created an easy way for us to create, or an easy way for people to go to the market and buy Ubricoin. Now it's not like the time that we used to tell people to go to the centralized market and learn how to trade. It is as simple as clicking a button and buying Ubricoins from the market, because that is what Uniswap and decentralized markets have done. It is easy for our friends to go to the market and buy Ubricoins from there. So what you need to do is make sure that you tell your friends to get into this market early, because this is the future of money. This is where we are headed to. And you can't believe it that the function or the role of the banks the role of the bank till now, since money was invented, the role has shifted to people now, because now you can do what the banks have been doing all this time. Today, you can lend money and earn interest, and you can also borrow money and borrow cryptocurrency to do whatever you want to do. And when you're borrowing, you're not borrowing directly from the banks, but you're borrowing from people all over the world. So this is an opportunity for us, and we should not be left behind, to make sure that we learn how we can buy Ubricoins and how we can interact with decentralized markets, and how we can tell our friends to get involved also early. You can tell your friends to buy Ubricoins and also get into the liquidity pools, and then they can also tell their friends to join in, so that we can make sure that the community for Ubricoin continue growing. So far, we have come up with ideas on how to make sure that the liquidity pools are working. And I would like to thank you guys for suggesting the idea of a competition. And I think this is just an amazing idea if we do it right, and if we put the right resources into it, so that we can make sure that our program or our pools are getting the activities, and people are really getting that passive income, because that is why we created the liquidity pools in the first place. So we have been working on the competition, and from our last session, we agreed that this should be a global competition, and it should not have a limitation to who is supposed to participate in the competition. So we removed the demographic part of it, that so that we can have anyone getting involved in the competition. And also we removed the boundaries. Now it's a global competition, and this it's a global competition for adoption of UBN, and anyone anywhere in the world are eligible to participate in the competition. In this updated competition, there is no required registration fee. Registration involves only providing basic information, identification information about yourself or about the competitor, and also answering a very few questions about Ubricoin. The reason why we put in the questions is because we want to make sure that the competitors knows what they are talking about. We want to make sure that the competitors knows about Ubricoin and the Ubrica project, because if they do not know, it will be hard for them to even recruit people. The idea for Ubricoin or the cryptocurrency is it's a very new idea, and it requires a lot of studying and a lot of understanding about what it entails. And so far, since we created Ubricoins back in 2018, we have done a lot of articles about Ubricoin. We have also done a lot of videos explaining what Ubricoin is and how you can get involved with Ubricoin. And these are the articles that we want our competitors to read and to watch videos if the articles are a bit complex. And for those who understand articles better than videos, now they can read the articles. And these articles are in our website, like ubrica.com and ubricoin.com. You can find all those articles in those websites. Also, you can find more information in the social medias. You just go Google or type or search for Ubricoin in your social media groups or in your social media platforms. You're going to get all these articles about Ubricoin that we have done before. Also, we have videos in YouTube, because we usually upload all videos that we do here in the office to our YouTube channel. So those are all resources that our competitors have and can use, so that they can understand about Ubricoin before they go to recruit people out there. So we want to make sure that this competition will work for us, because at the end of the day, we want to create awareness for Ubricoin. Awareness for Ubricoin is what is key in community development for Ubricoin. Adoption will be measured by how many wallets are opened holding Ubricoins. So for every competitor, what we are going to look for is how many wallets have this competitor helped to open, and how many of these wallets that they have helped people open have Ubricoin, because that is what we'll be measuring. Competitors will help to open wallets and help people obtain UBNs in decentralized and centralized market. And as we have said, that Uniswap is a very good platform for people to buy Ubricoins from, and it's as easy as clicking a button in Uniswap to swap these Ubricoins. The competition will help create awareness of Ubricoin and what else can be done with Ubricoin, such as creating liquidity pools, such as trading, such as how Ubricoin will be used in buying goods and services in the Ubrica ecosystem, what Ubrica project stands for, and how Ubricoin and Ubrica come into being, and awareness. For Ubricoin also involve staking and yield farming, and the big objective of this competition is adoption of Ubricoin. And by this, the purpose is to accelerate the learning curve for Ubricoin. So let us come up with ideas of how we can make these liquidity pools active, more than in addition to what we already have, that is inviting our friends in this competition, we also need to think about how can we create more activities in this market. So your ideas are welcomed, and we would really appreciate your input in this. So make sure that if you have anything that you think that can help us make sure that the liquidity pools are very active in the market, make sure that you give us that suggestion, and we will discuss it and develop it, because that is what we are here to do. So thank you so much for joining us as we continue discussing and deliberating on this. It's bye for now.